What's up everybody and welcome to Dad Got This. Today we are making a family favorite dish. This is one of my go-to dishes. There's not a lot of prep and it goes together super simple, no gadgets needed. All you need is a big old saute pan and an oven. Pretty much that's it. We are making some, I guess, crispy braised chicken thighs with bacon and cabbage. It's just a homey, fantastic meal. I've already done all the prep, which is not much. You need to thin slice an onion, you need to shred up some cabbage, and that's pretty much it. Oh, you also need to chop up some bacon into some chunks. Other than that, it's just measuring out your ingredients. All of the ingredients in the entire recipe is gonna be in the description below, so go ahead and check that out. It'll also be on dadgotthis.com, so you can go check it out there on the recipe. It's super simple. I think it takes under an hour to make this whole thing, so let's get cooking. Let's get cooking? Yeah, that sounds about right. Let's get cooking. We need a big old pan. This is technically half the recipe, because you need a giant pan to make the full recipe. So I'm making half the recipe. So you take your big old pan and we're gonna just coat the bottom of the pan with a little bit of olive oil. What we're doing here is we're gonna be browning our chicken thighs. 3 to 4 chicken thighs, whatever you can kind of nestle into your pan comfortably. If you have a really big pan, you can do more. While we're waiting for our pan to get up to heat, why don't you guys go ahead and maybe hit the subscribe button, maybe the notification bell. If you're enjoying the content, if you're not enjoying the content, maybe go try to learn about Brazilian dance fighting. I've always thought that stuff's pretty interesting. I don't think I have the coordination to do it, but it might be fun to go look into. Try that. All right, we're already starting to get some smoke here, which means we're probably able to go ahead and start putting our chicken in there. Before you put your chicken down, season it up a little bit with just a little bit of salt and pepper. And we're gonna go skin side down. All we're doing here is browning these. We're not doing the full cook. They're actually gonna braise in a liquid in the oven. We're getting a little splashy here, so I don't wanna ruin my good shirt. All right, 1 to 2 minutes there on the front side. Yeah, look at that. This portion is all about the color. Now we're gonna cook the bacon. My bacon was a little fattier than I wanted it to be. I wanted it to be a little bit more porky bacon, a little bit more meat, but it's what I had available. And how good the color on that chicken looks. It's fantastic looking. Like I said, my bacon's pretty fatty and I had a decent amount of oil in there. So I'm gonna drain off some of this. I don't want it to be too fatty, oily. I'm gonna hit this with a little bit more pepper and a pinch of salt. There we are, now we're getting our crispy bacon. Another minute or two, and I think this bacon will be just about where we want it to go ahead and add in our onion. Now I've got a half of a white onion sliced thin, and we're gonna go ahead and add this into the bacon. And that's gonna start soaking up some of that bacon juice. Oh, bacon juice. We're just gonna let those onions sit in there and play with the bacon a little bit and marry together and hang out and mesh their flavors together. So they get all bacony, oniony together. Oh. I'm ready to eat this right now and it's not ready to go. All right, we don't want them to caramelize or anything. We just wanted them to soften a little bit. And now it's time to add our cabbage. Don't worry, it looks like a lot of cabbage, but cabbage cooks down. And now's kind of where all the magic starts happening. Now we're gonna start adding in all our extras. We didn't add the garlic in until now because if we added it in before, it probably would have burned. And burnt garlic, bad flavor. So we mix it in there now. And now it's for our liquids. We got about a 1/4 cup of chicken stock. And then a 1/4 cup of vinegar. And I'm using a really cool vinegar that I found at my Publix. This is a citrus champagne vinegar. You don't have to use this. You can use apple cider vinegar or another, citrusy vinegar. I thought this one's very good. I've had it in here before. Apple cider vinegar is another great one you could use, but this one, total awesome flavor. And there's a 1/4 cup of the vinegar. We got 2 tablespoons of sugar, just white sugar. Add a little bit of sweetness. Now we got like a big old tablespoon of Dijon mustard. It adds an awesome flavor to the dish. And make sure you're kind of scraping the bottom because that's where all the good stuff from when you sauteed your chicken is. You want that stuff on the bottom. And now I've got, I don't know, maybe a teaspoon and a half of basil. I love the flavor of dried basil. It's just fantastic. Ah, this smells great. And we're gonna reserve this tablespoon of butter till the end to put in the sauce and make the sauce nice and creamy. But this is just about ready. I always suggest you give your food a taste even as you're cooking it to adjust your seasoning. Oh God, that doesn't need anything. I thought it might have needed some extra salt. It doesn't. Man, that's good. Okay, now the magic. We can turn this off. We take our lovely chicken that we browned nicely and we're gonna nestle it in here. You don't want to cover the chicken with everything because we want to keep the tops of the chicken exposed to the heat because we want them crispy. So just kind of push them down into the liquid. And if you feel like you don't have enough liquid, because we are braising this, you can always add a little bit of extra chicken stock. So I feel like mine looks a little bit low on liquid. So I just want to add a tiny bit of chicken stock. And now we're ready to pop this into a 350-degree oven for about 45 minutes until the liquid has reduced by half and the chicken is beautifully crispy on top. You also have to make sure you use an oven-safe pan. Oh boy, we're getting video bombed, guys. Don't look careful, we have a really hot pan here, Gavin, watch out.
This is my cousin, Gavin. I also have a YouTube video.
What's the name of your channel, Gavin?
Gavin Sees Adventures.
Gavin Sees Adventures, and Gavin is a race car driver, guys.
Don't forget to like and subscribe on the vids.
They'll join in for the taste test later. All right, I temped the chicken. It's at the perfect temperature. I just gotta get these out, put them on a plate, spoon up some cabbage and juice and everything, and I wanna try this. How could I forget the butter? Tablespoon of butter, and we're just gonna mix it into the sauce. Let's take a piece of this chicken. On a little bit of the bacon, the skin, the sauce. It's delicious. It's hearty. It's got a little bit of tang to the vinegar to it. It's the crisp of the cabbage. It's got bacon. What else do you need? All right, the kiddos want to do a little bit of a taste. right. There's a little bit of the bacon and the chicken. Yeah? Allie Belly, here's yours. Bacon and chicken. Yeah?
Okay, bye guys. We'll come back whenever it takes stuff where it's not that hot.
Actually, that's it. The video's over. That's it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. Be sure that you guys like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, do all that kind of fun stuff. And as you know, Dad doesn't do outros, even when he's being video bombed by little chillins. So that's it. Thanks for watching the video, and here are a couple more videos with some recipes that you might enjoy, that are easy to cook, fun to cook, might involve some gadgets, might not involve some gadgets, might be gadget reviews. I don't really know what YouTube puts up here sometimes, but I think you're gonna like them. Check them out.